What's up guys, welcome to the vlog. Game Match as always. Today is gonna be a really challenge video. I just want to ask you to be patient. I don't know how long this video is gonna take. I want to make sure that I show you guys all the details of it, and once I did my my light bar in my truck, I explained the same. You know, those kind of videos, it's really hard, really hard to make short, because you want to show details. So I hope you stick around, and before we go any further, smash that like button, give me a thumbs up, that helps a lot the channel. And also, if you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe. I'm doing a lot of stuff with the Corvette, with my truck, which is actually outside. What I'm gonna do today, we're gonna replace the lens on my 2007 Chevy Corvette. And here is basically everything I have that I might use it. We're gonna, as you know, once I start using it, I'm gonna show you guys exactly. Yesterday I put the car in jack stand, so I kind of saved time for today. But basically the challenge is, you see here how bad it is. Let's see if my camera is gonna show exactly. Yeah, you see how bad it is. My headlights. I have a crack over here. I think they put like a PPF and somebody remove it, because this one here has a PPF on it. See? And even with the PPF, you can see underneath of the PPF, there's some scratch. So I got a brand new lens for this headlights, and also that red part inside I'm gonna paint in black. Yes, I'm gonna paint in black. I don't want a red. I think everything I'm doing like blacking out everything, the roof, everything else makes sense. So what I have to do is, we have two options. Or either we remove the entire bumper so we can have access to the bolts underneath of the headlights, or we can try just to loosen up, which a couple of bolts here, a couple there. We can just loosen up a little bit. I'm not sure which route I'm going. This is gonna be kind of on the fly decision, because I wanna also clean the lenses of my fog lights. They're not horrible. They also have PPF on it. I just don't wanna remove it because it's gonna screw everything up if you don't remove it right. I might get a new one, who knows. I'm gonna start with those clips here, and you guys enjoy. I don't know if it's gonna be a time lapse or not, but you guys enjoy the process, and wish me luck. One thing I forgot to do before we go ahead, I'm gonna tape all the corners so I don't scratch anything. Alright, I tape it over the tail light, here on the bumper as well. One thing I didn't show you guys, see my bumper clip, it's kind of broke. So what I'm probably gonna do, since I'm doing this, I'm gonna remove the entire bumper so I can have access to that. I bought the clip like a week after I got the car. So a clip has been sitting there because I was waiting until I do the headlights. I almost forgot that I have though. Once you remove the clips here, you need to remove 10 millimeter. It's over here, see? So then you can remove this plastic part. So that's basically what I'm gonna do now in both sides. Okay, I removed all the bolts here. Also there, you guys probably saw it. Now there are, let me see if I can show you guys, two bolts there, one there, and one more towards like the front there. You gotta remove that, but to remove that, you gotta lose your side marks. You see, I just removed the side marks, lamps, and also the fog lights, so nothing, it's kind of attached to it. And I just figure it would be easier to get with my tool there if I remove the side markers. So that's what I'm gonna do now, and we should be able to remove the bumper. So let's see. As you guys can see here, I tape it here because I forgot. It's very important. Here is everything is very important to tape. Now I think it's pretty straightforward. There's one bolt right here, a 10mm, and another one here. See, one there. It's 3, one there. So basically you gotta access to those 3 bolts. See, I just loosed a little bit, and now by hand. Man, it's so funny when you decide to do those things and you see how hard it is. You sometimes regret, but I'm gonna get them. The one thing I need to show you, you see, here's the actual clip, how it is, and that's from my bumper. It's broken. So that's why my bumper is like, there's like a step here. So I'm gonna fix that as well. I hope I will. I got the part, so it should be easy. Now, you see, once you lose those bolts, should come off. I'll try. Hold on. There you go, headlights off. Dude, I can't believe I got this off. But I think the hardest part is still to come. I'm gonna remove the other one, and then we're gonna start changing the lens. So far, I'm taking my time, dude. I'm not rushing. I take my time. If the car has to be sitting here for another day, another 2 days, I don't care. I'll take my time. So far, it's pretty easy, kind of, dude. As long as you take your time. But you see, the headlights, they are attached by those bolts that I just showed you. Overall, it's not a hard job. Don't be afraid and take your time. I will clean all those, you see, all those rocks and stuff. I will clean it's because it's open. And now to the headlights. Just to explain to you guys what it's gonna happen in the future, not now because they are very expensive, at least for me. I'm gonna get them Morimoto's, those headlights that are like C7 headlights, but they are like $1,200. For now, I'd rather spend $1,200 in other stuff than headlights. That's why I'm doing this. I paid for the lens $100 plus $5 for the paint that I'm gonna paint in black inside. So you figure it's kind of worth, right? So now what you gotta do, you gotta like take everything apart, just leave the lens and like the base. So we're gonna bake it. Yeah, we're gonna bake it in 200 degrees, between 200 and 250 degrees for like 10 minutes. So we can disattach the lens from the base. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna disassemble everything. You see that gasket gotta come out. I'll clean. All those things gotta come out. You cannot put those things in the oven. All the hardware, everything gotta come out. So that's basically what I'm gonna do now. I'll put you guys on a time lapse. I'll take you guys to my workbench, and I'll put you guys on a time lapse so you guys can follow the steps. If I see something that it's really hard to do, I'll let you know. All right. So one thing we gotta do though, hold on, it's remove all the hardware, if you will, because all the hardware, since we're gonna apply a lot of heat, we don't wanna like heat, for example, those parts that's the computer. You know, when the car is on and the headlights, the car sends the signal saying the headlights are on now. That's kind of thing that thing pick it up. So now I'm gonna do the same with the other one, and we're going upstairs to bake those.
A few moments later.
All right, so here's the thing though, that's a good thing when you are working on your own car. I think somehow this car was in an accident or something, because this headlight, I can see some parts were replaced, and by the driver's side I also saw some stuff that can tell me that something was going on. And the first thing I can tell is those bolts here. You see, I could not take them off because I don't know what they did, because that's supposed to be like this one here. See, this one, it's the good one, is like the good one, and this one is like the one that they modified somehow. I have no idea how I'm gonna remove those. I got one off, and I hope when I remove the lens, I should be able to remove it. If I don't, no idea what I'm gonna do. But I'll do this one first. This one is the good one. I'm putting the oven 250 degrees, and when we get on 250, I'll leave the headlights on the oven for between 10 and 15 minutes, and that should be able to let me separate the lens from the base. All right. Okay, update. So you guys saw I could not take the lens out, like separate, because I think somebody did that already. They use a different kind of glue or silicone or whatever. It's not coming off that easy. So I tried to remove that time, and then I use a little bit of heat gun, and now I'm putting again on the oven and see if I can remove it. I think what happened was somebody put a different like silicone here, which makes it harder. This is normally not silicone, it's some kind of tape when it's OEM. But yeah, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove all this glue over here and all the parts, and I'm gonna paint it. This is gonna be black, and I will try the other one. The other one is gonna be a challenge because there are a couple of screws that didn't come off, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. The screws are attached to these parts, to those parts here, so I don't know.
Several bad puns later.
I'm not sure how to say that, but I got in a little bit of trouble. As you guys can see, it's a totally different day. I was supposed to start putting the car back together. The car is actually the same way you guys just saw in this video. But what happened, I painted the headlights, but I don't know if it was my bad leaving the garage and it was too cold that the paint cracked. Yeah, I will show you what I mean. That's what I mean. Look at that. I start sanding here because I gotta remove this paint, and I gotta do the entire process from scratch. It's a lot of work. I don't know if it was the fact that this thing was outside, or if it was because my headlights somehow was already. The funny thing is though, the bottom was fine. Me see spots there, but nobody's gonna see that. I gotta sand it down so we can remove all the scratches. Everything about this headlights has been like a mystery for me, because so far I noticed the headlight was opening before. Somebody opened this headlight before, for this 100%. And so I'm just facing the challenge though. So as you guys can see here, my workstation, I will get on to work. I'm gonna start sanding, and then I'm gonna use a primer before. Go ahead, make sure everything is smooth, because I don't wanna, you know, have a bad paint. Once you close this thing on the new lens, it's done, it's over. So let's sand it. Alright,